Now, in my opinion, there's something else Raila also did. It took the opportunity of this finance bill to do, and that is to clean up Azimio. Now, of course, don't fool yourself. Azimio already know who amongst their members is talking to Kenya Kwanza. They know very well who is visiting State House frequently. They know who's having night meetings with UDA people. They have all that information. But being very experienced in politics, they also know that there are some sellouts who have not been exposed yet. People who are working with the other side who they don't know yet. They're not aware. Okay? So what better chance, what better opportunity than the Finance Bill 2023 to bring out the true colors of Azimio members? And it succeeded big time. Because when you see a legislator absent from voting, that is already a huge question mark. It is possible that that legislator was approached, given money or threatened, and then they negotiated. They said, look, if I vote for this thing, it is the end of my political career. And I'll also no longer be useful to you because Azimio will no longer trust me. But Azimio trusts me so much right now. So why should I blow my cover? So what do I suggest? I just fail to turn up. If I don't turn up, I won't vote. And if I don't vote, by extension, that is a vote for you, Kenya Kwanza. Game short. After all, you already have enough MPs. If I don't turn up, if my vote does not go to Azimio, because I didn't turn up, that is an extra vote for you, for all intents and purposes. Now, I don't intend to give information that I've not verified. But let me just say this. Even Babu Wino, I don't trust him. And let me just leave it at that. Folks, this is politics. A very dirty game. If it even qualifies to be called a game. Because this serious stuff, very serious. You know, many times in politics, a political party has to be very careful because they can do some things to protect themselves which end up making them very unpopular on the ground. I'll give you the perfect example. In 2017, in Mombasa, in the Nyali constituency to be precise, ODM were very aware that a man called Muhammad Ali, a former journalist with KTN, was being financed, had been financed for a long time by a man called William Samoei Ruto in his politics. Meaning that if they allowed him to be elected on an ODM ticket, he would be a Ruto insider, bang in the middle of ODM. He'd be able to report back sensitive information. He'd be able to report back after confidential meetings held right at the heart of ODM to strategize against their political opponents. Bottom line, he would be a very effective intelligence agent for the opposing political side. And so instructions were given from Nairobi to Ali Hassan Joho. Make sure Muhammad Ali does not win the ODM nomination to vie for the Nyali seat. And Muhammad Ali was very popular on the ground. By the way, you know, Muhammad Ali, when he was a journalist, used to come up with very crazy exclusives. He seemed to have very good information on what was really happening. Guess where he was getting his information from? I think you can already guess. William Samoei Ruto. Okay? Anyway, when ODM started behaving like this against Muhammad Ali, supporters of Raila were up in arms. What is Hassan Joho doing? What has he got against Muhammad Ali? Yeah, he rigged him out of the ODM nominations. And then now he has put his own brother there. What is wrong with Joho? This is very bad for the party. We should appeal to Raila to do something about it. Those of us who are around remember the angry sentiments we had against ODM because of this very popular Muhammad Ali. And I have to confess, I was one of the people throwing very many stones at ODM. What were they doing? This is not democracy. This is not the way ODM should operate. This is wrong. This is injustice. Can you imagine my shock, and I'm sure the shock of other Kenyans, after the elections, when Muhammad Ali was elected as an independent candidate, and then one day he turned up at a DP Ruto meeting. My friends, I could not close my mouth. I kept my mouth open. No. I can't be seeing right. I rubbed my eyes, thinking maybe I'm in a dream. But it was the reality. Now, if ODM did not know it at the time, I'm sure they've learned today. They've learned that lesson. It is extremely dangerous and can be very counterproductive, exposing a popular politician who has already secretly crossed over to the other side. And so the best thing to do is to allow the people themselves to discover for themselves. You don't do anything. You just pretend you don't know. But you make sure when information is available, you make it available to the public. Let the people see for themselves the true colors of their very popular politician, future president, very popular on the ground. Watu wanampenda sana. Let the people see for themselves with their own two eyes the true colors of this politician. And as I said in my video yesterday, sometimes you can't blame these politicians. Some of them have court cases, and those court cases can go the wrong way for them if they don't toe the government line. Therefore the options are limited. And that's life. That's politics. It happens all over the world. The long and short of what I'm saying is that the passing of the Finance Bill 2023 was a very big win for Raila Odinga, a big win for Azimio, and a big win for the long-suffering people of Kenya. Because it will hasten, it will speed up the fall of the Kenya Kwanza government. And please allow me to leave it there. I don't even want to go into what is going to unfold shortly. The difficulties the government will face in collecting these taxes. When there's a backlash from the people, very many things go wrong. And it is amazing how the Kenya Kwanza people cannot see this. It is amazing how the Ruto administration cannot see this. Because this is basics of politics. The very, very basic standard one stuff. When you have a backlash from the people, running a government becomes very, very hard work. Inakuwa kazi ngumu sana. You will not enjoy it. Wacha kuenjoy. You will find every small tiny baby step takes a huge effort because of the backlash. That is basics. Anyway, let us wait and see for ourselves what happens next. Shall we? Before I go, I forgot a very important point. My apologies. Now, if you look at the voting patterns, the truth is, a number of Kenya Kwanza affiliated MPs voted no. And of course, the most famous face of this no camp, Gathoni Wamushoba. I believe that's how you pronounce it in Kikuyu. And right now she's a hero in Kiambu. People are talking about her. People are very happy with her. I don't think she's going to have a problem in the next elections, whenever that is going to be. Whether tomorrow or in 5 years' time. She will just sail through Nywe. That is assuming she keeps up this image. She doesn't falter. She doesn't do something else that could change the minds of the people. Right now, she's the darling of the people. And that tells you a lot. Because Kiambu is supposed to be a Kenya Kwanza stronghold. We have very vocal legislators there. Akina Kimani Ichung'wah, who are trying to convince Kenyans that they're talking for the people of Kiambu. Huh? Yeah. So my point is, what this illustrates is just how huge the sellout by Azimio affiliated MPs was. That number of slightly over 80 who voted no to the bill is very low, because it includes Kenya Kwanza legislators, which means in this cleanup, Azimio ni chafu. Azimio is very dirty. It is full of compromised people. It is full of double agents. People who go to State House at night. People who are working with Kenya Kwanza in secret. The place is full of those kind of people. Yeah. And this cleanup exercise by Raila, in my opinion, was very successful. Because even now, we the people can see. We don't have to be convinced. Yeah, they don't have to do something drastic which will make us start questioning them. No. We can see with our own two eyes who the sellouts are. The people who don't care about Kenyans. They only care about themselves and their big tummies. People like Nairobi Women's Rep, Esther Passaris. Who would have believed? Esther Passaris, who was Raila Damu. She was Azimio Damu. What happened? Hey. Wonders never cease. But the good news, Kenyans can now see. You don't need anybody to tell you. You don't need anybody to give you privileged information. This thing has just been exposed. And going forward, politically, vitu zina change. Tena zina change faster. Na kuambia these politicians, watarambwa. Watarambwa kurambwa. Wewe ngoja tu. You're joking with the people. And you know the people are the ones with the power. Yeah, many times. Tunawafinya. Yeah, we press them down. But one day, yeah, sooner or later, the power of the people comes out to speak. And I assure you, it will not be comfortable for those who have already put themselves on that list of wale watarambwa. Kurambwa. I'm telling you, some of these politicians will not even bother to vie again. Yeah, because even standing up to speak to a small crowd of people will prove to be impossible. I kid you not. And so, my dear friends, this is the situation today. As a result of the events of yesterday, we are going to sink deeper. We're already sinking deeper into very serious, unprecedented economic depression. You know, we all didn't do economics. Yeah, so let me simplify it. We are sinking into that situation where hakuna pesa, hakuna chakula, hakuna kazi. Yeah, and it's going to get worse now. Because you see, the key that keeps any economy moving, yeah, let's even simplify it and put it in a village. If the people in the village do not have any money to spend, will any business in that village succeed? Of course not. Now, normally, for instance, in my village, around the end of the month, businesses start to flourish. And the first thing you'll notice if you go to the local shopping center is that people are busy withdrawing Mpesa. Yeah. Their relatives, their sons, their daughters, their people in the city have sent an Mpesa, yeah, to the rural folk to help them survive. So people in the village have money. People are spending. Whatever you're selling, this is the best time to sell. So imagine this big village is the nation of Kenya. What happened yesterday is that those M-Pesas which those people in the village receive at the end of every month, was reduced. It was cut down dramatically. So what's going to happen in that small village, which is Kenya? People will have less money to spend. What will happen to those businesses there? Those businesses, some of them will close. They won't have enough customers to survive. There will still be money in the village. I mean, the Mpesas came. But that money is very little. If people don't have spending power, your economy is doomed. Kwisha maneno. And don't listen to what theorists, economists say. Oh, we should be self-sufficient. Oh, we should not rely on foreign aid. And therefore, this money needs to be raised from the people. Wait a minute. Have you looked at the people whom you want to raise this money from? What is their current situation? I'm telling you. Anyway, that is the situation. So from here going forward, things are going to get much harder. And there's something else. You see, spending and how people spend money is very closely linked to mood. Yeah, so even those people with the money, even those people who received the usual M-Pesa, their mood will be affected by the mood of the others who the M-Pesa was dramatically reduced. So you still have a lot of money in your bank account. But when you read newspapers, when you see what is happening, when you see what is happening to the Kenya shilling against the dollar, you apply emergency brakes. Let me not spend now. Ya kesho sasa hatujui. The situation is so uncertain. So bottom line, things are going to be very hard. But guess what? I'm going to tell you something you won't believe. Many people have never believed it. But I beg you to do your own research. When times are hard like this, is when the biggest opportunities present themselves. That is the truth. Historically, it has always happened like that. And for you to be able to see those opportunities, whether it's an opportunity for you to get a job somewhere, at this time when people are being fired all over the place, yes, you can. Or whether it is an opportunity for you to make money with a side hustle, something that you can do in your free time, add income for your family. Or whether it is a brand new business you can start, or whether you can do something with the existing business. I gave a very good example in the previous video of what you can do if you're stuck with huge stocks you can't sell because people don't have money. You can actually convert all your stock into very good money with much higher profits than you'd have actually gotten if the economy was booming, believe it or not. Yeah, using something called barter. Those who don't have cash give you something else of value in exchange for the goods they need from you, in exchange for the food they need from you. And then those things of value they give you, you already have a market somewhere. And you sell them at a much lower price, so they move very fast. But when you do your sums at the end of the day, you have made very good profits very quickly. All those amazing tips put in very simple language, grade 2, which anybody can understand. Yeah. And I've already received very positive feedback from those who have taken me up on this offer. Yeah, this set of videos I made in 2019. So please, I highly recommend, look for that little investment and go for this set of videos. I assure you, you'll never regret. Because folks, we're in a hole and we have to prepare how we're going to survive inside this hole. Okay? Upende uspende, that is the situation today. Of course, we're reading in the paper that a lot of people are moving out of Kenya. The super rich are moving out of Kenya to better pastures. But for many of us, we have nowhere else to go. Kenya is our country. So how are you going to survive in this hole? You will need a plan. And I highly recommend this investment. I have a special offer. You can see details on your screen. I highly recommend this investment that you will never regret. In fact, I give you a money back guarantee today. If those videos don't help you, if you don't find them helpful, contact me. I'll give you a full refund for them. Because I'm genuinely here to help. And so if they don't help you, I'm also not interested in your money. Okay? Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.